1986 Oldsmobile Toronado is every bit as innovative as it was when the first of the new front-wheel drive Oldsmobiles was introduced 20 years ago. Sure, front-wheel drive is now the rule rather than the exception. And yes, so are onboard computers. And a few cars have electronic instrumentation. But none measure up to the sophistication of the 1986 Toronado.
Few can match its outstanding road performance either. With standard features such as four-wheel independent suspension and automatic leveling system, as well as a new SFI V6 and 4-speed automatic transmission. It would be hard to match the special feel of this Oldsmobile.
Obviously, a thorough feature presentation and a well-planned demonstration drive will increase your chances of selling every new Oldsmobile. And with so much that's new on the 1986 Toronado, you'll want to use this disc, plus your sales handbook, the advanced study guide, the catalogs, and every other resource to make sure that you know this car inside and out.
We suggest you review the Toronado Consumer Disc, as well as the segment where the top Olds certified sales consultant, Mike Brown, shows you exactly how he plans to present this fine new Olds. And although every presentation varies with each individual, there are certain major features and benefits which you'll want to talk about every time you present the new Toronado. And we've asked our colleague, Tom Ingram, to conduct a walk-around presentation just to remind you of what you'll want to talk about as you present this great car to your prospects.
Thank you, Chuck and Dana. And just in case you aren't personally acquainted with this exciting new Toronado, let me introduce you. As you know, about the best place to begin your walk-around is here by the price label or window sticker. As you probably know, it's recommended that you not discuss price at this time. You want a chance to establish the total value of the car before you do that. Use the label to point out the many standard and available options which are on the car you're presenting. As you talk about the features, the EPA fuel economy ratings, or some of the standard or available equipment, prospect questions or comments can help guide you in your presentation. Listen carefully to what they say, because you want to sell to their interests. As you move around the car, point out the obvious features and benefits, the wheels and tires, high style for looks, and General Motors specified all-season tires for performance, cornering lamps, which help illuminate driveways and curbs on dark nights, and concealed halogen headlamps, a styling feature with the benefit of added nighttime visibility. We'll assume that every Oldsmobile certified sales consultant is an authority on the benefits of front-wheel drive, McPherson strut suspension, and rack and pinion steering. After all, this is the car where it all started 20 years ago. But just because you know about Toronado's traction, directional stability, and road handling doesn't mean every prospect will. So cover these features thoroughly, every time. The Toronado is powered by a new sequentially fuel-injected 3.8-liter V6 engine. It's called SFI for short, and it's controlled by one of the Toronado's several onboard computers, the Engine Control Module, or ECM. The ECM controls the fuel injectors so that the fuel is injected into the combustion chamber at the precise time required for optimum combustion, which in turn provides better performance. While you have the hood up, be sure to point out such features as the new heat-resistant wiring channels, which add a measure of protection as well. The engine compartment is well insulated to isolate both heat and noise from the passenger compartment. And whether it's at this point or later, discuss the Toronado's four-wheel power disc brake system. Disc brakes help resist the effects of heat buildup as well as dirt or moisture. And sure-footed four-wheel power disc brakes will interest your performance-oriented prospects. One of the most important features of the new Toronado is its styling and design. You'll want to explain how the lower front, higher rear wedge shape of the Toronado makes it aerodynamically very efficient. In engineering terms, the 1986 Toronado has a 0.36 coefficient of drag, an improvement of over 30%. The benefit is easy to explain. It slips through the air with minimum resistance. Overall shape is important, and so too is the somewhat steep angle of the windshield. The flush side window glass, and even the convex shape of the rear glass helps reduce turbulence as the air passes over and around the upper body. You'll want to explain that the luxurious finish of the Toronado body results from a multi-coat high-gloss enamel paint process. Point out that this body type is one of the most corrosion-resistant metal bodies ever made by General Motors due to extensive use of two-sided galvanized steel. Convenient electrically controlled aerodynamic outside rear-view mirrors are standard, as is a pulse windshield wiper system, which lets you control wiper speed as needed. Although you won't suggest such a possibility, the Toronado windshield is Oldsmobile's first use of an anti-lacerative windshield. The new Toronado rear suspension is strut type independent with a transverse fiberglass leaf spring. This system is fully isolated from the body, which significantly reduces road noise. You'll want to present the 3 different suspension systems too. The standard level 1, which provides Oldsmobile's traditionally smooth boulevard ride, will be just right for many Toronado drivers. The level 2, or F41 system, is the firm ride and handling package, which includes firm front and rear shock absorbers and higher rate front and rear springs for improved, tighter ride control. A larger front stabilizer bar reduces body roll when cornering, and higher rate control arms and stabilizer bar bushings improve ride response. And a special higher effort steering ratio improves response and road feel. For the out-and-out driving enthusiast, the new Level 3, or FE3 suspension, or touring car ride and handling system includes the Level 2 components, plus aluminum-styled wheels and specific high-performance steel-belted radial-ply Blackwall Eagle GT tires. This system adds a new dimension of firm, precise handling performance to this fine road car. Make sure to call special attention to the trunk, which has a capacity of nearly 14 cubic feet and is fully trimmed to protect luggage and other valuables. You'll also want to mention the standard automatic leveling system, which adjusts to the load condition. As you move from the rear to the driver's door, you might also mention that the Toronado is the only new GME body to offer a standard 55-45 split front seat, which provides comfortable seating for 3 people in front. It's a 6-passenger coupe, and of course, bucket seats are available. You'll want to spend a lot of time behind the wheel when presenting the new Toronado, because prospects will want to know all about its innovative new IP. This Oldsmobile is a complete electronic car, and in order to present it, you'll need to know everything possible about its electronic instrument panel. Be sure to review the Toronado electronics segment on the flip side of this disc. It's extremely important for you to be able to explain and operate all of the different IP features. Everyone who gets behind the wheel will want to know all about how it works, and you'll want to be the expert. When presenting the car to a prospect, you will, of course, explain its operation. But when delivering a new Toronado, let your new customer operate everything as you look on, and help as necessary. Show the location of the critical gauges, battery and temperature, and fuel and oil pressure gauges. Be sure to point out how the low fuel gauge can be expanded for a more precise reading. Demonstrate how to check out all the fuel data information functions, such as how much fuel has been used since the last reset, the instantaneous fuel economy, which is updated every half second, and range, the distance you can go based on the fuel remaining and average fuel economy. And all of the information can be shown in either English or metric by a simple press of the EM button. You can show how the trip odometer works and how to change the scale from miles per hour to kilometers and back to miles. A simple press of the tack button causes engine RPMs to be displayed on the driver information center until the button is pressed again or the engine is turned off. In addition to its driver information functions, the Tornado's electronics monitors several systems and components, collects and stores data, solves and corrects problems, and when necessary, advises the driver and the service technician with either displays or audible warnings. A body computer is the brain behind this innovative system, and by using specially coded combinations of the air conditioning system controls, the Oldsmobile service technician can check the operation of every system of the car. This is a sensational car, one that you can be very proud to sell.
No doubt about that, Tom. Thank you for an excellent presentation. While the innovative application of advanced electronic technology that makes the new Toronado one of the most sophisticated of all automobiles, it is, above all, a driver's car, an automobile made for the road, a car which must be driven to be fully appreciated. So after you've presented it from bumper to bumper, get your prospect behind the wheel.
And while you're bringing a demonstrator up for a test drive, don't forget to have your prospects look at the Toronado Consumer Information video disc. And you look at it too, for it has more facts which you need to know and present. In May 1985, 6 outstanding Oldsmobile certified sales consultants met in Indianapolis for the final competition to determine who could make the best walk-around in the feature presentation. All 14,000 plus Oldsmobile retail salespeople had the opportunity to participate in this competition, and after district, zone, and regional competition, the best of the best came together for the championship, and Oldsmobile is proud to recognize these top professionals. From the Houston zone, Alan Lamprette of Pearson Oldsmobile in Alvin, Texas. From the Atlanta zone, Jim Duncan of Ed Voiles Oldsmobile, Marietta, Georgia. From the Milwaukee zone, Tom Ackerman of Holiday Auto in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. From the San Francisco zone, Michael Donnelly of Saramonte Oldsmobile in Daly City, California. And from the Washington zone, Jeff Miles of Sherritt Incorporated in Hagerstown, Maryland. Each of these gentlemen can be very, very proud of their exceptional performance. They have demonstrated how thoroughly they know the Oldsmobile products. And they have shown at every level of competition that they are great presenters. They are also top producing salespeople who are doing a great sales job for their respective dealerships. They are the best, and Oldsmobile is very proud to have them on the team. The reason Oldsmobile held this feature presentation competition was to focus the attention of every Oldsmobile salesperson on the absolute need to know every product thoroughly and to present this information to every prospect. And of course, the best way to present every feature and benefit every time is to follow a systematic, organized approach. That's why Oldsmobile suggests the 7-step feature and benefit presentation. And it works, as you're about to see and hear from the 1985 national champion, Mike Brown, who is with my colleague, Chuck Neff.
First of all, Mike, congratulations on your winning performance.
Thank you.
Good job. When all of this started, did you think you had a chance of getting this far?
Well, I really didn't expect to get that far, but it was a lot of fun, and I'm thrilled that I did.
Tell me, how long have you been with Don Jacobs Oldsmobile in Lexington?
It's been almost 11 years now.
And on the average, how many cars a month will you sell?
It'll vary anywhere between 16 and 21 cars, and over the last 2 years, I've strictly been working on appointments with my customers, and all those units are sold to repeat customers or referrals that they send in. So those years of working hard have paid off, and I'm in a real nice position now.
Is there one thing that you owe all of this success to?
I think professionalism is important. Our dealers always emphasize product knowledge, helping people to see what they're getting for their money, and always treating people the way I would want to be treated, honesty and with integrity. And I think people recognize that and appreciate it.
The dealers emphasize product knowledge, but how important to you is product knowledge?
Very important. Whenever the new models come out, I spend a lot of time trying to keep up with the improvements and the changes, because I've got to be able to build value for the customer. When they see the price of a car, they don't always realize what they're getting for their money, so it plays a very important part.
How important is the 7-step feature and benefit presentation?
Well, if you don't have a planned procedure that you're going to follow, and you don't do it the same all the time, you may emphasize certain points to customers that you wouldn't others, but you've got to have some sort of a planned route to make sure you're thorough and help the customer see what he is getting for his money. So I think it's very important, and it should just come automatic.
What about delivery and fuel fill?
Oh, that's been a great program Oldsmobile has come up with. It makes me look like the good guy because while we do our orientation drive with the customer and we explain all the features of the car again, we take a little test drive, and on the way back I'll say, now why don't you pull over here to the gas station and let me fill your tank up? And they say, you're kidding. And so I come out as the good guy. I fill the tank up. Now, since they're going to come back to see me, that means they are a repeat customer for my dealer and also a repeat customer for Oldsmobile. So everyone benefits from it.
We hear about follow-up all of the time. For you, when and how often?
Well, follow-up is the very, very most important thing that I can do. And you must follow your customer up immediately within the first few days they take delivery. Make sure that they're satisfied with their car. The car is everything we told them it would be. And then we make a regular effort of contacting our customers again within a month, then 3 months, then after that a regular contact every 6 months to make sure they're satisfied.
We hear a lot about follow-up, but for you, how often and what? Something that could last several years?
As long as they're living, I will contact them. I have customers that I've been following now for 11 years that live out of state that will still come back and buy a car from me.
If Mike Brown sounds like he knows what he's talking about, believe me, he does. Let's return now as champion Mike Brown presents the 1986 Oldsmobile Toronado to our own Chuck Neff, who will play the role of an interested prospect.
Good morning.
Hi, how are you?
Fine. Welcome to Don Jacobs Oldsmobile.
Thank you. Nice to be here.
My name's Mike Brown.
Chuck Neff, Mike. How are you?
Fine. Mr. Neff, I appreciate you coming by the dealership today.
My pleasure. This is the 86 Toronado?
It sure is. Beautiful, isn't it?
Looks nice.
Oldsmobile has really done a beautiful job for the 20th anniversary of the Toronado. Let me show it to you. This is the long list of standard equipment on the car, the type of things you'd expect on a Toronado. Power windows, power locks, cruise control, tilt wheel, power seat, a complete electronic instrument dash, which will really make your driving pleasurable. And then this particular one has many fine options on it, such as the power sunroof and a cassette tape player. Look at the EPA figures for 1986. 18 miles per gallon city, 25 miles per gallon highway. Impressive, isn't it?
Very impressive. Is it realistic?
Yes, sir, very realistic for 1986. And this car is equipped with a 3.8-liter V6 transverse-mounted engine. It's a sequential port fuel-injected engine.
And that engine will get me this kind of economy?
Yes, let me show it to you.
Okay.
Mr. Neff, before I show you the engine compartment, I would like to draw your attention to the front-end styling of the new Toronado. You'll notice it's very aerodynamic, has a low-sloping hood line plus a swept-back windshield. And together, these give you a low drag coefficient of 0.36. Now, what that means to you as a customer is that you have very little wind resistance, which results in better mileage. You're interested in that, aren't you?
Absolutely.
Right.
You bet.
Also, the front of your car is protected with a vinyl rub strip across the front, which will prevent damage on minor collisions. Also, the headlights, which are halogen standard equipment, are concealed under these retractable covers, which again results in a very clean front-end appearance. Now, if you would raise the hood for me. Notice how easy that is to raise.
Oh, that's very nice.
This is the 3.8-liter V6 sequential port fuel-injected engine. Has tremendous acceleration. It goes from 0 to 60 in 11 seconds. And by being transversely mounted, it gives you more interior space, plus puts the engine weight right over the drive wheels to give you better traction in all types of driving conditions. The car also comes with see-through fluid reservoirs. I don't know if you pump your gas or not.
I do.
Well, most of us do now. And notice how easy it will be for you to check your brake fluid, your coolant fluid by just looking, and then your transmission fluid, Your engine oil, dipstick, and your oil fill are all clearly marked, so there's no question as to what you're checking. The battery also has side-mounted terminals to prevent corrosion buildup. And there's something new I want to tell you about. We have a battery guard. What that means on the new Toronado, if you accidentally leave your courtesy lights on the car, after a 10-minute period, they will automatically shut themselves off, and that prevents battery drain. Also, if it's an unusually bright day, then the inside lights may not even come on, again to save battery power. The car has an electric fan here that will only come on when you need it, rather than a belt turning it all the time. Works like with a thermostat, like the furnace in your home. And again, that prevents unnecessary energy drain. The car is also equipped with McPherson strut suspension, which gives you good independent road ride, has power rack and pinion steering for good feel of the road, and then it has power disc brakes all the way around on the car for good braking efficiency. So all in all, you're going to get tremendous feel, and you'll know why they say there's a special feeling in an Oldsmobile. The car also is equipped with a relay center, and all the electrical relays are located in one position here rather than being scattered throughout the car. And then each one is clearly marked to make servicing easy and convenient. I'd like to draw your attention to the beautiful fit and finish on the Oldsmobile Toronado. The finish is a result of high-gloss multi-coat enamel, and it will retain a beautiful finish like this for a long time. In fact, it almost looks like a mirror, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
And the quality fit is a result of the latest manufacturing techniques. Computerized robots are used to give accurate and precise welding consistently to give the beautiful finish that you have on the car. And when you invest this type of money in an automobile, you want it to look nice as long as possible, don't you?
Absolutely. You bet.
That's why Oldsmobile has used two-sided galvanized steel to make it anti-corrosive. In fact, this is the most anti-corrosive body that General Motors has ever built. You notice here on the tires, they're 14-inch steel-belted radials, and they have M&S down here on the tire. That stands for mud and snow. And that means that these tires will give you good traction in all types of driving conditions. The windshield, too, is the first use of an anti-lacerative windshield, and inside are two inner plastic liners that will act as a shield in case of glass breakage to reduce facial cuts. You're interested in safety, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
All right. Come on to the back with me. Here at the back of the car, we can see this personal luxury coupe continues its beautiful body lines. And then for protection in the back, there are, again, protective bumper rub strips that go across the back of the car, and also bumper guards that will help keep your car looking good in case of a minor rear-end collision. Also across the back, right below the trunk deck, is a full-width tail lamp bar. And this will help people see you better at nighttime when they're following you. Also, here we have a high center mount stop lamp, which works very well when you push the brakes. It lights it very vividly. And this will help reduce rear-end collisions. You're interested in that, aren't you?
Of course I am.
Okay.
You bet.
The Toronado also has a stainless steel exhaust system, and it has a new rear-end suspension system. It's called Transflex Independent Rear Suspension, and what it is a fiberglass leaf spring that goes clear across the back of the car. And this will help isolate road noise from inside the car to give you the quiet ride that you expect in an Oldsmobile. Would you open the trunk for me?
Sure.
Here you notice a very roomy trunk. It's over 14 cubic feet, and even the spare tire now has been lowered beneath the floor of the trunk in order to give you more trunk space. This Toronado is also equipped with a new option that will automatically close the trunk for you. There's no need to slam the trunk anymore. There's another feature here on the side I'd like to show you. You mentioned earlier that you pumped your own fuel. You'll never drive off without your gas cap again because there's a convenient place here to store it while you're pumping your fuel. Now let me show you the inside of the car. Mr. Neff, have a seat, if you would, behind the wheel. I'd like to show you why there's a special feel in an Oldsmobile.
That feels real nice.
Good. How does the seat feel?
Good.
Good support in the lower back?
Very.
Well, good. We also have a adjustable lumbar support in the seat this year With the push of a button, you can adjust the support there. And that'll make those long driving trips more comfortable, which I'm sure you're interested in, aren't you?
Very interested,
Okay.
yes.
Notice, too, if you push on the headliner, you feel the sound insulation under it. It also goes under the carpeting, and that gives you a quiet ride in your Oldsmobile. Again, you are interested in a good quiet ride, aren't you?
As quiet as possible.
Okay. Notice the all-new electronic dash. The dash will monitor all the systems of your car so you can concentrate on driving. With just a touch of a button, you can monitor your fuel, your economy. You can change the system from English to metric. And even the electronic air conditioner is fully automatic to maintain the same temperature in your car at all times. The radio is totally new, high technology, the latest design in the radio system. And you have speakers surrounding you, speakers in the door and speakers in the rear. You also have side window defrosters up here that will blow the air on the side windows to keep your windows clear for good visibility under all driving conditions. Notice the console unit beside you. It has many different functions. You have a rotating unit there that will serve as a coin changer, a cup holder, and even a cassette storage area. How about the legroom in the car?
Feels very good.
Yes, Oldsmobile's been able to redesign the Toronado and keep almost all of the same interior dimensions. I've been able to show you a lot of things, but there are some things I can't show you, but I'd like to show you some under-the-skin manufacturing by our video disc.
Okay.
If you just follow me. While you view the video presentation, I'll prepare the Toronado for our test drive, and you'll be able to see for yourself all the things we've talked about.
It is difficult to imagine a more complete presentation of the 1986 Toronado. Of course, Mike could not cover every one of the long list of standard and available features, but under normal circumstances, prospects will ask questions which will give you the opportunity to supplement your planned presentation with answers to their questions. As an Oldsmobile certified sales consultant, you must be fully prepared to make a good feature presentation on every different Oldsmobile car line. So, take a tip from me. Use Mike's winning technique as a guide to help you create your own presentation. You've heard many times just how important a proper presentation really is. It helps close more deals. And that's not just me telling you what I've heard. That's Mike Brown, a real live top Oldsmobile salesman, showing and telling you what works for him. With a little effort, it will work just as well for you too.